Hello, my name is Swiss Bianco. This video I will talk about the Marbles machete. Finally I got around and got me a Marbles brand machete, and Marbles is a traditional US brand that had a couple owners, and now it's more like an international brand. Some items are made in China, some like this one in El Salvador, and all over the world. So I did wanna try out that Marbles machetes for a long time because they are actually made in El Salvador. So it comes really well packaged with a sleeve, and originally the blade was also covered again in a thin paper wrap inside that sleeve. We see it is orange color and wood handle. There we have the sticker, and on the front side we see a bit black printed on, matters as well as the brand name of it. So the quality is absolutely impressive for the little money. Those marbles are sharpened out of the box. Usually machete need a bit resharpening, but this one is really sharp, and they put a bit of protection layer over the edge as well, clear coat, so it won't rust. It's of course carbon steel, as most machetes are. The wood, I don't know what kind of wood it is. It looks a bit on the softer side, but it's well sealed with a clear coat too. It's riveted on, and we have the lanyard hole. That is pretty important for machete, that you can put a lanyard on it. The handles stand a bit over on the edges. It's still nicely done. It's easy and comfortable to grip. The end of it they dipped in the orange paint as well, and on the other side we see the El Salvador stamp. So usually if a machete is made in China, it's not that great on a quality compared to countries like South Africa or El Salvador and some other South American countries, where they actually use the machetes in their field, in their jungles. Somehow the Chinese ones, they just save on the material and the workmanship. So that's why I got this Marble brand, because it is from El Salvador and it comes in that great sheet, which we look in a minute. The Marbles brand makes machete from El Salvador in a couple variants. This is a rather short one, more tactical style, and they also make longer ones, different shapes, and on their website you see how that looks. Now, important for the machete to transport it safe is the sheet. This one did come with a heck of a sheet, absolutely great, I love it. It has a big solid made belt loop. It has good stitching, riveting on all the way. We have in front a bit of orange marbles, not too bad. You can darken that simply with a marker, then it would be more black, or in a green, or whatever you like. The rivets are a bit on the shiny side. I'm gonna paint them. And we have here two pockets, one on top and one on the bottom, with nice velcro. The top one, they are pretty thick as well. The top one feature a sharpening stone. It's just a synthetic stone. That one maybe is made in China, the sheet maybe too, who knows. But it's a pretty nice sharpening stone, good size. For bigger blades you need a bigger sharpener, make life easier, so that works. It's in a foil packaging put in. I did not open it up yet. You can also sharpen the machete with a softer, with a smaller file if you need that. I mean, that's what many people do instead of a sharpening stone. This of course creates a better edge then at the end, which we see is really nicely done. It's absolutely great edge. I think that is the best edge I ever found on a machete that was for sale. Really nice done. Together with the sheet, as I put the machete in, it would go the deepest all the way like this, so it would be completely safe. It has a bit of friction fit, so you could even put it like this in, so you can grip it a bit faster, or you just leave it like that, but there is then no lock or anything, that is then just wiggling around. So what I gonna do with it, first I gonna test it out. Quite likely, I see that already, that this is gonna be pretty nice. The size is a bit on the smaller side. As I say, they make bigger ones as well. So that was just a start. I got that as on a sale. So I'm gonna test it out. Then what I don't like is the orange color. That may be helpful if you are in the jungle and in the forest, and if you not wanna lose your machete, so you gonna keep it in that orange color. For me, I'm not gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna use some truck bed spray, texturing spray on the handle, the wood handle, and then let that dry, and then put black paint over it, all over it, so we have a bit more texture on the handle, and it is then completely black. Also the marble, as I did say, I'm gonna blacken out that one a bit, and then fill up the pouches, also blacken the rivets, and then it's ready for my personal use. I don't like the orange or the wood color too much there, and it also gives you a secondary paint layer protecting the wood and the rust, the steel from the rust. So that's what I gonna do. Maybe later I make a update video on that. It's gonna be later this summer, after test it out a bit, and quite likely order some of the larger marbles, machetes from El Salvador. That much about that great quality marbles machete.